Greetings and welcome to Grande presents The Grand Table, Season 1, Episode 9. I am your DM and I am your host, joined by two-thirds of the Ontario crew. How is everyone doing on this fine Saturday?
Hail, Marty and Adam. It's been a pleasure. It's been a while, yes.
It has been a while.
My beard has grown and I've become wiser. Just white.
So, Ahmed's beard's turning white. I spent the afternoon window shopping new sheds with Jessica, going, "Oh, this will be nice," and we might be able to
Sound like that guy from that movie. What's it called? Damn, I gotta remember it. Damn Alzheimer's.
That guy from that movie. Oh,
We're going window shopping. Home to Home Depot. Get some curtains.
Home Depot, get some curtains. Yeah.
I know Great Sand Guy. That movie. Oh god.
Old school.
Old school. I love it.
Okay.
My boy
All right.
Blue.
My boy Blue. All right. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, I've got a large concrete pad poured out there, and some paved tile beside it. And currently, it's got like an 8x8 shed. I would like to remove the 8x8 shed, put in something like a 7x4, and then have a lifting platform, an outdoor lifting space in front on the concrete pad. It's kind of what I want to do. So since my old shed it's been in need of repair for 3 years, so it's quickly becoming a hazard. The door rotted away because the door was the wrong type of wood. So the rest of the shed's actually not too bad of shape, but the door is destroyed and a lot of the trim pieces are rotted because they were also the wrong type of, they weren't treated wood. The shingles are nice.
I just did the shingles a week ago.
Well, I'm going to tear it down because it's going to be cheaper to just put up a prefab than it would be to like repair it.
Prefabs are depending what you're using it for, but yeah, if you can get away with a prefab, it's much cheaper and much easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Plastico.
I need to call an HVAC guy this week because I'm not convinced my my AC is working 100%. 24 fucking degrees upstairs, even though I've set it down to like 20. I'm like, I want it cold.
Yeah.
Well, your basement should be cold, right? Should be nice and cool.
The basement's not too bad, but there's something off. Like it's not running properly. So it's also pretty muggy in the house right now.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Yep. Something is the wrong. So
hopefully it gets sorted out quick.
Well, I got back here in Canada about a week and a half ago now, and for the first 3 days I was sweating. Now I've kind of acclimated, but I keep my apartment in Seattle at a nice 70 degrees all year long.
Wait, what's 7? I gotta. I'm Celsius, man. What's 70 degrees?
68 is 20, so 70 is 21.
21. Okay, gotcha. That's all right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
68 while I'm sleeping, 71 or 2 while awake. Yeah, anyway, so it's a tad warm here, and I'm trying to figure it out.
We're at the perfect time of year for me because it gets cold at night, which is how I like it. So you open up windows on either side of the house and let a cool breeze blow across whatever is exposed. It's awesome.
Yeah, right now it's kind of cool around here. It's like 1920, which is really nice. So windows open, just whoosh.
Yeah, slept like a baby last night.
All right, last time we played this game was about 3 months ago, so let me go back and figure out what you guys did.
There's acid pool, demons in the ceiling. I had
we had just
goblins, and they're kobolds, but you know.
We had just leveled
not the things in the ceiling, but anyways, this one was called Nuoi. While exploring the Gnashtooth Halls, Oorex finds a forgotten storeroom. Nils finds a new shovel that he's obsessed with. I put the stats of the shovel on your character sheet. You should probably look at those. The party follows the conquered bugbears to a filthy dungeon below the Gnashtooth Halls. Stelios makes a grisly discovery where the bugbears were camped. Chimchim tends to 2 sick bugbears. Zilch is compelled to speak with a powerful entity who was trapped by Jing. The party pushes deeper into the foul dungeon, but turn back once the dungeon begins to flood with foul waters. And I believe the plan was to go back to the Kobold area because you saw when you were there materials that could be used to create rubber boots, perhaps or hip waders, to wade through the foul,
Stinky poo-poo acid damage
some
water.
acidic, somewhat organic material. The group of you have come back up to the filthy dungeon, and there are a number of orcs. It looks like they've begun to spread out in the dungeon in their home once again. There are a few that were in a heated conversation. They stop when you come up the stairs, and you can hear like the chopping of wood or the splintering of wood in the northern section. This room I don't think you've peeked in, or you may have.
Yeah, hold on.
Oorex is going to try to find a way to poke his beak in there.
Yeah, the
where
doors.
are we?
The doors are not locked. We're on Gnash Teeth Halls. This area
He's just
right
going
here.
to take a peek because wood should be a precious commodity.
Yeah, Oorex, you see that there are very well crafted and almost brand new looking long tables with very large seats. There's also what hasn't been cleared are a bunch of fresh clayware and dinnerware. There are 2 orcs that are currently resting on very long axes, wood axes, and it looks like they are in the progress of completely and utterly destroying one of the tables with all of its furniture. You can see detritus about the room, Oorex, that suggests that this is like a sawmill's worth of splinters and dust that have just been pushed up along the sides of the doors. Like a whole forest has been felled in
Orcish. So how often did the tables regrow?
We wreck it. He comes back. Praise be to Jing. Yeah, praise Jing.
Yeah.
That's really useful.
Praise Jing.
Yeah. Temple Jing. Resets. Resets.
Isn't that just convenient?
Oh, but good wood. Good wood.
Okay.
And then they go back to mercilessly, haphazardly, but like they've done it many times before, like it's more of a chore than like decisioning.
Yep.
They're splintering tables and creating kindling and firewood.
Okay, Oorex is going to go and find a piece of wood out of the pile that would be suitable as a toothpick.
Yeah.
Being a bird, he doesn't really have teeth, but he can still have a toothpick.
Sure. I'm sure things gunk up. You need something hard to scrape it out. Yeah, do you want something fresh or do you want something older looking?
Something older looking.
Okay, so you dig around a little bit and you find what looks like a splinter. One of them is looking at you what you're doing. They don't seem to be very worried about you taking wood.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay, I'm just going to throw on my sheet in stuff carried a crude tooth.
They're in between swings. They do glance at you like they want to know what you want, but they don't seem to be too wary.
All right.
They're looking at you with a bit of amusement.
Do the pots come back too, or is it just the table?
Yeah. He just takes one and he just fucking, like, it's worth nothing to him. He takes, like, a pewter plate, not a pewter plate, it's more like an earthenware clay platter, and just tosses it on the ground. It shatters into 100 pieces. And then he continues busting up a chair.
Huh. Trade's gonna be fucked here. Rex coming back out of the room.
We got enough plates.
Yeah, an infinite pine, it looks like. Maybe oak. Fuck if I know. You have infinite tree, suitable for table.
Oh, that sounds interesting there, Oorex. Let me see this wood that you have brought.
The bugbears seem less interested in the room. Perhaps they're shying away from it because they're allergic to work.
No.
Are they allergic to carrying chairs
You're gonna be
and treasure?
yeah,
You could
interesting
grab one
day
of the
with these.
chairs if you wanted.
You know what? Oorex will grab a chair. We know that Chimchim was talking about having a. There we go. I'm just gonna borrow this.
Marty, did you put when did you put the details?
You were testing to see if Marty's token library was deep enough. I have a single.
How deep does it go?
I have a
How
single
fast?
chair. It's a rough looking chair.
It's an awesome chair. It's got little teeth or claws, little faces on the corners.
Yeah, it was like an animated object series, I guess. But
there we go. Hey, Chimchim, does the ass fit in that?
Yeah, that's a fine chair.
I don't understand. Why would his donkey go in the chair?
I think he's just playing with the words. He's referring to my rear.
Zilch crawls down your back because you're currently very large from your smell, and just like flaps the the plates that are on your butt.
It's a nice chair.
He nods. He's. I've learned a thing today, and at some point my spell would wear off. It's only going to last for 5 minutes.
Yep.
The enlarged person one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bugbears are. These two are very sick still with
They're
con
still
damage.
sick. Yeah.
Pleasemitz is injured. Uteg's injured. Bog isn't. Pleasemitz and Uteg are arguing about who is going to help carry the chair. Oh no, I got blood. No, I got more blood than you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't trust you, morons. Okay.
Finally, they play some version of paper rock scissors, and Uteg ends up picking up one end of the chair with his buddy Bog. These are the first two bugbears I think that you convinced to follow you, and they lift up. They each lift up two legs of the chair and hoist you up.
Careful now. I'm a fragile old man.
You just sit there, old elf. We do the walking for you. And they do the fighting for you.
Yeah, I'll use my magic for the fighting.
We're not pointing at the other bugbears, but they were pointing at all of your other companions.
Chim's like, it's not a bad deal. Oh. Comfortable, Chimchim? Yes, I like.
There's a
Move my paws.
Spear from Grande, and he's looking at like Stelios and Nils, like are we really? He's looking to see what your reactions
my men,
are.
forward.
Stelios is a little bit exacerbated, shakes his head.
That's enough. It's
important to respect your elders, I suppose.
That's not being silly. I don't need a chair.
How old are you? Says Zilch.
To Icky Macer or?
Well, no, he's just
in general.
Yeah.
I have. Sorry, 25 times have we gone around Helios.
Huh. And you? You don't have much facial hair on you.
Oh. Checking my character sheet. Hold on. I got like 20 something. I'm 22. By the times the winters have come, 22 winters.
If he eats more honey, the facial hair will come.
There was only death where I grew up.
Quietly, Granite admits that he's the same age as Nils.
He nods to him. Test of strength it is.
You have a mighty fine beard, Ikimesa.
Mason was like fiddling with spell components or shit like that. He wasn't really paying attention to the young people, like how old you are. I'm 65.
That is a good age.
Huh. So you're my elder, but I'm their elders. I think there's a good decade there where maybe I could. I don't know if I have any.
We'll count from now. Age doesn't really matter.
Age never matters. It's all in the mind.
For dragons, it does. Zilch's wings are really big, and he's doing the thing where she's trying to appear mighty.
Do away with the chair. It's useless. Make sure you bring a chest or something to carry the loot we'll be finding.
Old man, get in your chair so you stop slowing us down.
I am not slow. I'm actually faster than you guys.
You tend to like sitting on the battlefield anyway. Get your ass in the chair.
I slipped maybe once or twice in every battle, but that's nothing to do with my age. I just like the ground. Just stable.
Ahmed, you were asking about the Jing block. The Jing block slides quietly back down after a while. You guys were a bit distracted. Maybe someone went over and just instinctually
hit the lever.
Pulled the lever. Yeah. We'll say this orc moved around you and then went over and pulled the lever. You do see that there are straps near the lever. She was about to hook the strap onto the lever when you looked at her, and then she stopped what she was doing.
Can I speak orc? Let me check. It's been a minute language. I do not speak orcish. Dime. Somebody ask her, if we hook the lever, does it stay down and does it lock the block?
Okay. Granite goes over and directly is asking her a bunch of questions. She seems a little bit more at ease speaking to Granite, given that he's also an orc. After a short conversation, she does, like, there is a strap that's tied to some what looks like to a heavy iron peg in the wall. It'll slow it down. The Jing blocks are very strong.
Oh, I see. What about jamming something inside of the lever so it can't actually go up?
He talks to her again, and nothing they have is strong enough, or that they're willing to have break. It will slow. It will slow people down.
Interesting. Okay. You were saying, Oorex, you were saying there's a lot of wood in there, right?
Yeah. Jing provides an infinite supply of the necessities.
All right. He's gonna go grab clay, like those clay plates. He's got craft armor. I don't know if I can do this or not, but he's gonna try to get some water and basically turn it into like a little muddy thing.
Sorry, what are you doing?
He's gonna grab some of the clay plates and make a mold.
Take the clayware and turn it back into mud.
And then he's gonna.
It's been burnt into clay. You're gonna need to turn it back into mud. You'd have to grind it into a powder and then add water, and then you'd have mud.
Okay. He's gonna go and start. Never mind. He's gonna go and chop a piece of wood and try to make it and basically like whittle it using craft armor as best as he could to fit into that slot. Once he's got something that fits into that slot,
There's so many tiny pieces of wood from the what looks like decades of smashing of furniture and harvesting of things that reappear in this room that you end up finding some pieces that are very quick to shave
to
into the right
take
shape.
into that.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a little plug, like a little door stop, if you will.
Basically, yeah. So he's gonna grab about 6 of those.
Okay, give me a. Are you jamming it in with strength, or are you trying to
No.
finesse
This
it
is
in with
just.
the?
I'm not trying to stop it. I want to.
Trying to make disabled device kits for these levers at other blocks, assuming they
Exactly.
have similar mechanisms.
Exactly. This is the only mechanism we've seen so far, so it's a safe assumption for now.
Well, some things were like you touch it.
Was it? No. The one, no. But
All the levers
main,
are, yeah.
all the levers were the same. The other ones we just walked
These
through.
blocks are meant to stop it, right? Is what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
He's
Or
trying to
at
make
least slow
wedges.
it down. Basically, a wedge, right, to go in between where the lever's supposed to go up.
A disabled device, or do you have any sort of woodworking or any
Um,
skill?
My only craft I have is armor. Excuse me.
Okay, give me a craft armor check.
I'm gonna check Chimchim here. Craft alchemy, no. Yeah, craft armor. Shorb.
Otherwise, it'd be an in check. You're kind of trying to square a peg.
Nope, guy's dumb. 21.
Okay, yeah, you've got some ways that you think can slow the levers down.
All right, I think these
after she's been interrogated, she goes and busies herself elsewhere. Oorex, you do notice that there's a lot of clay plateware that has been stacked up in corners and used on tables. Most of it's empty, but you do see that they've got an abundance of.
They need a fucking incinerator. Big old bonfire or something.
Is there something we can use those
Apparently, they're
plates
very
for?
careless with them because you do see a broom and a bucket that's just full of broken
pieces.
broken pieces.
We need to be really particular about our trade goods. I mean, we're going to be here for a while. Normal things might not be of value if they automatically replace themselves upon destruction by Jing's grace.
So you're saying those tables, i.e. the wood and the plates, will just forever come back? Huh. Well, we wonder what else would forever come back with the kobolds. We should find out. Might be different things, like perhaps cleaning materials. Bops.
Oorex, you notice that these two orcs were doing something in what looks like a storeroom for food. And when they notice that you guys were just lingering out there, the woman orc goes and shuts the door.
That's fine. Okay, all right, so
the subtle glances you're getting from the orcs is they're wondering if you're going to move on.
Chimchim.
Yes, my friend.
You probably don't want to keep your diseased bugbears in the home of this orcs. I mean, unless you want more disease. You didn't catch me in that type of
we're going to be leaving, and perhaps giving these bugbears a chance of life. Who knows what they can accomplish? They might be great adventurers, save our lives. Who knows?
If they continue to be villainous, they will meet a swift end at the end of a spear.
Well, that's another option. But hey, at least see what happens. Roll the dice. This is Jing's. Blah 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 blah. After all, he actually says blah 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 blah. Right. Let's get going. Oh, get some maybe things to carry the treasures we'll have. Have lots of treasures. A chair is kind of useless. A chest.
I went through all that trouble to get you a chair.
I appreciate it. Oorex, he puts his hand on your head, starts petting you. Oorex, I really appreciate you. Everything you've done.
I have a bite attack, I believe.
Find me a chest. Find me a chest.
You've got a D3 bite, if I recall.
I've got I got D3 bite, and I got 10 strength. So I'm gonna bite your ass for D3. Stop that, you prick. Natural 1. Look, if I die from this, it will be the most hilarious death known to mankind. I would have hit Chimchim.
Okay.
I snapped at Chimchim.
Hold on. My mutagen
you
is.
snapped, and you end up like snagging yourself on some of your armor and equipment.
Is my shield spell still running?
Your minute per levels are coming down as we speak.
As we speak. So do you hit 24?
Oh.
No, after all the investigation and talking, yeah, your minute per levels are down. You guys did that during the fight, so
Fine, then it's 20.
20.
I hit 20. 20 I hit.
Look at Hamid trying to make out. Critical miss.
Critical miss. Your mouth falls off.
You turned around. The bugbears are like in a little pushing match over who gets to sit in the chair when Jim isn't using it.
Our feathered friend, who might be a demon, is correct. You should not keep the diseased here.
All right, everyone. We're going to start making... Where are we going?
There is a place that can cure your disease.
Oh.
Says one of the orcs. She's sitting at the table. She's been watching you guys since you guys came up.
We were told that there's a place through, I believe it's, if we get through the stinky zone, there's supposed to be a healing pond there. Something like a healing oasis or something like that.
Yes, I remember that. I can't remember where the hell it was. Was it through the area that we were trying to get through?
Through the stinky dungeon. We have to get past that, I think.
Oh, yes. Well, I think we already tried their saves today, right? Let me check the spells. The spells. I think they're already cast on them. Poor bastards.
We're levels away from remove disease.
But I think they get like Bear's Endurance which helps them.
The Twinkling Caverns. There is a magical bush there, whose berries can cure disease.
We have to get past
that's useful.
Putrid water, correct?
No.
Oh.
Twinkling Caverns. The kobolds know the way.
Perfect. The kobolds are horrible. But given the current circumstances, it's better to... Civilization demands trade and respect. So, we can go ask the kobolds to guide us to... It'll be very interesting to see the kobolds, how pissed they are at us. I don't know if they're pissed at us or not. Killed a bunch of them.
Question, what kind of ability damage do they have?
It should be like charisma strength or charisma con.
No, but is it it's not temporary, right? Or
no.
Is it?
Well, it's not permanent.
Because I've got lesser restoration.
You could lesser restore them.
Lesser restoration with Bear's Endurance should help them.
She also says something curious, like you could also go down to the second level.
Can you show me what's in the second level and how you get there?
The Twinkling Caverns, amongst other things.
How do you get to the Twinkling Caverns?
She's looking at you like she's not sure what you're meaning by this.
If you yourself was to get up and go to the Twinkling Caverns, how would you do that?
You go down.
Where is down?
She points down.
Show me.
Oh, she points kind of to map north.
Through the Kobold.
She nods slowly, like that's the answer you seem to want.
You're not helpful.
What are you gonna expect? Just check and make certain that this room is clear.
Yeah, it looks like it's a barrack for orcs that you've already killed.
Yep. Yep.
We were defending
Done a lot of that.
Yep.
They were coming right for us.
Hey, Stinky and the crew, this way.
She says someone went down recently. We heard it.
What? How? Where did they go down through? Stairs? Was there a hole?
No, the floor. It moves for some.
What kind of sound is made when someone goes through the floor?
Like louder than a jing block?
Can you feel it or just hear it?
Oh, we can feel it from here. Very quiet, but we know.
Ah, fascinating. All right, Temple, you've given me a challenge. Let's go, my men.
Shit.
Ah, what the hell. All right, everyone. We're off to
Now
save
Icky
the
Mace is looking back at the group for their reactions. Oorex is stalking up as bugbears are huffing and moving.
How are they? Are they moving at 30 or 20?
You weigh not very much, and the chair
Weigh
is not very
nothing.
heavy compared to them. They can move it. They can move at their 30 speed.
All right, I'll make ride checks and cast spells. My mount.
I believe technically a moving platform, but yeah.
The injured and diseased bugbears are a little slower moving. Looks like they want to go last.
It's fine.
I think this is our marching order, much to my chagrin.
Yep. Zilch tries to land on the chair, and then they get shooed away by the bugbears, and comes back and lands on the shield on Steel's back.
Marty, sorry, quick check, quick heal check. When do they lose their ability scores? Night, morning?
Yeah, every morning they.
Okay,
they get better or worse.
So at night, cast 2 Bear's Endurances and 2 Lesser Restorations, 1 for each. 1 of each for each.
Okay, well, you haven't gotten there yet, and you.
Yeah, no, I'm just planning it. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to make our way to the North Jing block, Marty.
Yep. All right, so you.
And we're jumping over the poo-poo piles.
You pass through the garbage, and your group is moving forward. The Jing block is down.
Okay.
You don't hear anything.
I'm going to raise the Jing block and hide.
All right. I'm going to move you guys to the welcoming chamber.
Welcome in. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, I'm gonna listen for a spider demon in the ceiling just in case that guy came back.
Yeah, give me a perception check, Oorex. You're closest to the front.
Yeah. Perception. Oh, my ability scores are very much doing a certain kind of thing. Oh, 29, 32 versus traps.
Okay, you can
Nice.
hear some dripping. It's just over here. Aside from that, things are quiet.
Okay. Oorex is going to. Is there light in there or no? Currently,
Nope.
I don't believe there was.
It looks like all the doors to the little alcoves are closed.
I'm going to cast a dancing lights, like on the top, like basically up high, but up here somewhere.
Yep. All right,
Just
a
to-
bunch of your glowing lights zip into the room, casting shadows in all directions. Your way is lit.
Okay. Do I see a source of dripping?
It might be around the corner a little bit.
I hide and sneak around the room away from the drippy noise.
I'm looking for a specific token. I don't know if it's still on this map or not. Here it is.
It's your spider demon thing. The ceiling.
Oh, it is there. Okay. Yeah, towards the source of the sound.
No.
Okay.
I'm
around
trying
the
to
other
sneak
way.
up on the sound.
Oh, okay. You're trying to sneak up on the sound. All right,
I
yeah.
want the light over there and me to go through the
Okay.
shadow.
When you cast your life, you don't hear any movement. The dripping did not pause. It just continued.
Okay, I will basically sneak up to this corner to see.
Okay. Yeah, you maneuver one of your lights a little bit closer to figure out what it is. On top of this pillar, there appears to be a dead wolf spider horror thing. It's got several javelins sticking out of it. And it is not the creature that you guys slew. And the dripping noise is its own blood kind of dripping down one of its spidery legs kind of into a puddle.
Okay.
It looks like a fight happened here. You can see what maybe looks like a crossbow bolt dug into the stonework, some scuffs and blood on the ground, some of its icky spider webby stuff.
So that's interesting. I think the coast is clear. Oorex is going to try to climb up top.
Okay.
Okay. Nils
Party's
moves
coming
through.
in when you yell "Coast is clear." The group is moving in.
Secures the block. Okay. How many block things did he grab, Marty? Nils.
You said 6.
6, sure.
Okay, thanks.
You got 6 wedges.
Okay. Oorex is waiting to see if any of the bugbears take the path to the left.
Yeah, they heard you say the coast is clear, so these bugbears are following your voice, and then they just sort of pause a little bit and are holding Chimchim up for.
I am never liked this.
Granite's moving close with Chimchim and having a look around with his dark vision.
Upstairs, Oorex in a obscure language is going, shit. He can't drop the spider on somebody and have it be hilarious because they all went the wrong way. That's all right. Okay, it seems like nobody fell for it, so we're going to push the fat spider thing off the top.
The 2 javelins that are stuck into this thing are made out of really weird wood. You're pretty sure it's called bamboo. And they've got like some bright feathery adornments to them.
Okay. We're going to dump the spider thing in front of Nils.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's
Are you trying to attack Nils or?
I'm trying to scare Nils.
Okay.
No,
So I want to land
Nils
right
is-
in front of him. I'd like it to like touch his nose on the way down. That might be an attack.
Give me a strength check, Oorex, as you're trying to push this big
Eh.
thing.
Heroism is still running. 14 minus whatever my penalty is for size.
No, that's good enough to push an object. So this thing is coming down on top of you, Nils. Give me a D3. One, it might actually like fall on top of Nils.
Nah,
Okay.
we're in full
The
prank
thing
mode.
just unceremoniously flops and falls down right in front of you. You saw it coming, Nils, and you just paused for a moment.
Check out the javelins in there.
can he pull the javelins out? And
Yeah,
use them?
you put your boot on its carapace and yank out a javelin, and it's bamboo with weird colored feathers, and the business end of the javelin, you're pretty sure, is obsidian.
Interesting. These could be useful. How many javelins can we get?
Well, there's one up with Oorex and one in your hand.
Okay.
Oorex will toss the javelin sideways, like
Yeah.
not pointing it.
Here you go.
You also think when you toss the javelin sideways, you think that the javelins might make a creepy sound when thrown because the bamboo is hollow.
Yeah. Also, if from sufficient height you throw a spear with any sort of fletching on it, it will straighten and it will go point first eventually.
It's got a funky smell to it. The creature, it's awful.
Can we eat it?
The thing in your mind, Nils, I don't know if you've got the skills. It just screams demon.
Probably not.
I would not eat a demon unless you want to become
Who?
one.
Who would have suggested eating a fucking demon?
This thing is demonic. Look at it. Evil in all sorts of ways.
Where is Damon?
This thing.
Stelios will step out bravely to face the demon.
Yep. Zilch hops off to not
Bravely face the demon.
go in.
Apparently, other warriors have slain this one. Look at their weaponry. Look at this obsidian bamboo. Fantastic.
Stones and glass.
So there are other people here, like us, says Ikimaser.
Perhaps this is recent.
When we arrived, we were very confused and almost at each other's throats.
Are there any other signs of their weapons or attacks that we can identify who they might be? Survival?
Yep.
Yeah. Looking for scorch marks, ammo,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Boot marks maybe as well. Survival. Droop. 27, Bob.
Okay.
Someone strong threw these. They embedded quite well.
The blood in the scuffle might be a good spot to check. 27. Let me look at the survival.
One of them was injured. Look at this blood. Let's check it.
There is blood on the teeth of the monster.
Stick your head in there.
Is anyone helping Nils' survival? Because I think the higher you roll, the
Oorex
Yeah.
can aid.
Okay.
Let's see if Chimchim.
Oorex is a survival guy.
Or
Or he learned how to be a survival guy while in the dungeon.
Chimchim
15
auto aids.
plus 2 to aid.
Chimchim auto aids.
Chimchim auto aids. Let me check.
From up here, I can see that there was some Weird sandal markings over there, and look, there's more blood over
Zilch
here.
auto aids. And Icky Macer, I think is a city boy. Yep.
So +6,
Granite.
33.
Grande also doesn't know much about tracking.
Stelios.
I'm gonna roll for Zilch because there could be a higher aid. Nope, it's an auto aid with the 1. So what's the
Stelios?
total?
26, 33.
33. Okay, it hasn't been 24 hours since the trail was made. And it's hard ground. Okay. Yeah, you actually count a number of different tracks through the area. And by the way that they moved in during the combat and the scuff marks that they left behind, you are identifying that there was a group of uh, 7 people.
Oh,
There were 7 people here. Unlike us, we were only 6.
There was one medium-sized, probably a man in heavy armor. There was a medium-sized man with stockier legs. There was this one's a bit more difficult. Probably not as heavily armored as the first guy, but also a man. There was a halfling or a gnome, light on his feet. There were 2 odd sets of foot tracks. One was medium-sized with webbed feet, and another was medium-sized with feet that had less than 5 toes, almost like it was some sort of upright animal paw, like something with an animal paw, but it stood upright. Its legs were like its knees bent the wrong way.
fucking barbarians. Shoes, people. Shoes.
And then the last one was very feminine boots that were, how do we describe this? Very finely made.
High heels.
No, not quite high heels. Just of a culture where the boots were very.
You can tell the workmanship of the cobbling based off of the
Fascinating. I suggest some sort. I know dwarves, right?
In fact, they might have been slightly rubbered soles with cracking in a feminine shape.
Interesting.
Like you're like, these
Running
are very
shoes.
these are very, very weird boots, and actually that's a really good idea for boots. I wonder why they don't do that.
Nike's got it.
I was thinking, like, what's an Adidas princess from fucking Russia? Blyat.
Fascinating.
Oorex, they're a bunch of morons. Of course, boots and shoes have grips.
Yep.
But wait, they might be describing Imperial tech, like Imperial.
Yeah, finely crafted boots. Oorex I feel sympathy for the woman because she's with Neanderthals who run around dungeons in bare feet and think it's a good idea.
Oorex, remember we talked about your sister, right?
Yeah.
How did she fight? Think Dex build Bardish.
It's Dex build Bardish. So I would be the whip dagger build.
Okay. You see some distinct signs of a whip dagger hitting the sides of the wall and maybe maybe hitting the creature.
She was helping. Because she wanted to be a fucking human.
Interesting. We should know what they are, what they look like, so that we can at least identify them, perhaps as allies through this temple.
Grande's actually having a look. I don't see them anywhere. Yeah, but back if you guys are.
I think.
If you find a gothic princess with a whip, that's my sister.
Wait, what? Your sister is here? Oh, what?
Nils, following the tracks after the fight, they took a breather, and then they wandered. It doesn't quite make sense. They wandered to this block and went through.
They wanted to what block?
So
That's where we came from.
that's why he's saying it doesn't make sense. Oorex is suggesting we go the other direction. Life will be easier if we go the other way.
Don't you want to meet your sister?
Not really.
No, I don't blame you. My family was a problem as well. Yeah. Well, let's go north then. I fear for you. Nothing is. So, spoken Chimchim?
You are pretty sure with your 32 that they did, before getting attacked, maybe visit all the rooms.
They went and did the puzzle.
And they may have originally came through one at a time from this room.
Oorex is going to hippity hoppity glide the barbershoppity to where the spider's nest was.
Okay, give me a perception check as you're hopping.
Okay. I'm very focused on the hopping. 12 or 15 against traps. Sorry, that'd be 14 or 17 against traps.
17. They spent some time on this middle pillar.
That's what I would do. That is what I would do. We're going to get over to where the spider nested before and see if, like, this other spider is nesting. It's like this is a random spider spawner.
Yeah, you go up into the little hole, and it doesn't look like anything's been disturbed since you got up here last.
Spooky, scary. We should go the other direction.
All right. All right.
Find some boots.
If you all agree with that, let's go north.
Okay. The only noise I think at this point in time that you guys can kind of hear a little bit is the very loud passage of battle, with the sounds of battle and the
blades and the clanging and
the blades and the clanging.
Yeah.
Oorex, when you're hopping back, I guess, to join the party.
Yep.
You thought you heard a sound like something squawk coming from that area. It sounded like a bird, like a crow or a raven.
Huh. Well, we'll hop down there and flick the lever.
Okay. Oh, okay. The cacophony of the passage of battle and the strobe lighting effect fills at least part of this.
Nils comes running.
Yep.
Because he doesn't know somebody did that, and he's coming up here and preparing his blade. What's happening? He puts the bow away and pulls out his magic sword.
The horrible, confusing room that you were all deposited in when you first arrived in the temple.
Oorex is going to move his dancing lights into the room.
Okay, Nils, their tracks go through the area where the Jing block was, and they all apparently, like you guys, appeared in this room because you're seeing signs of their arrival. Give me a D3 on a 1. They actually drop something in their confusion, like drop something important.
1.
Nice. All right. Let's.
I practice. Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
did
rolling
it.
dice.
I did it. I rolled every day.
Okay, which guy
Life is
dropped it?
stressful.
So give me a D7.
Okay. Adam, roll after this one. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
You stole my... Hey, wait a minute. I found this crap.
All right. You see what looks like a carved fetish with some hides wrapped in hides, and it looks like a big dog face, like an amulet, a dog-faced amulet.
Okay.
It's covered in hides and bits of fur, and it looks like it's like icky, like somebody made it bloody on purpose. Perhaps it was worn and the strap broke, but it's just sort of lying.
I don't see a bird in there.
Oorex, you could actually see a bird flying around on the other side of the mess, like it's leaving.
Ain't going that fucking way. Get fucking stabbed. It hurts.
Like which way? Like this way?
Yeah,
Over here?
the last time you looked at this Oorex, there were 3 separate pairs of moving walls of blades that were definitely traps. The sound of the battle is purely, well, at this point in time, illusory.
Yeah.
You realize it's illusion. Very disorienting.
See, I'm pretty certain plus 14 saving, like reflex saves, it's good, but
It's got to be inside 30 moving blades, all at different motions.
We're
and
level
places
4. I don't think we can matrix our way through that.
And then at the extreme range, they are colliding with the trap from the other side. There could be some space for you to entrapment your way through there, to Catherine Zeta-Jones your way through there.
Yeah, exactly.
Perhaps you could maybe undo the traps.
Yeah, let's first things first. Let's mage hand out the little dog toy, the chew toy.
Okay. Yeah, you have this. It's like somebody carved out of bone a face, like a really crude face of a dog or maybe a jackal, and then adorned it with, you're not sure what kind of moldy hide this is, and then feeds it blood is the only way to describe the liquid. Like, sticks its nose in blood repeatedly.
Hey, Stelios, I think this is from your world. We'll just chuck the horrible fetish thing to Stelios. He goes, yee.
Stelios, no. No goodly society thinks this is a good idea. It's something of the underworld.
So do I destroy it now, or do we destroy it later?
This is interesting. We need to understand which one of them had this. If they are followers of evil, perhaps the party they're with does not know. It could be dangerous.
I have seen this before.
What is it?
Icky Macer spits on the ground when he sees it. No.
No.
It is their god.
That describes the feat that we saw. One of the 7.
Don't speak Nolish. They don't pay well. Rex sneaking down the little room.
What's the Knoll god? Says Granite. He's not sure.
I don't speak that language either. It's difficult. There's a lot of grunting and I don't know it. Hey, you three, move it. There you go. Don't want to be left behind.
All right.
Oh, what kind of weapons do they have, by the way? Like shields and bucklers and little swords or something?
The bugbears?
Yeah.
The
Do they have
bugbears.
javelins, at least?
The bugbears do use javelins. They've got morning stars, javelins, and what looks like leather armor and bucklers.
Okay, that's good.
So, Oorex, now that we've got some magic, I think I might be able to disable the traps here. Really, really carefully.
The sounds of battle.
So
You're looking through, like as you approach the trap, you look through and you can see. Now that you're not as afraid of it and you're not trying to scramble and you thought you were being attacked,
yeah.
there might be a jing block on the other side.
Huh.
The jing block is closing, like just in the process of quietly closing. You're pretty sure that the bird went underneath the jing block.
Do you need any help, Oorex? Who tried to squish me with a dead demon spider?
I didn't try nothing. I was pushing it down so you could investigate.
Someone might get accidentally kicked into those blades. Find that funny. Surprise. Sorry.
Not saying it would not be funny.
No, seriously, what do you need?
So I've got my magical tool.
Yep.
I can see the trap.
Yep. Which section are you pointing at? There are six sections of trap.
The north section.
Okay. So this first wall of swords 6.
Yes. We have a little bit of. Wait 1 second first. We are going to. Do we beg for some healing? Because I do have some damage, and I don't want to get murdered by the trap.
How much damage do you have?
6.
How many hit points do you have?
44. Yeah, it's more than 10%.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
Okay, I will enter my. I will tell myself how good I am. I am the goodest bird boy that ever was the goodest boy.
I have a cure light wound for you.
Okay. Well, it's keep that on standby. Unless you want to go to more.
Are we question? How are we doing the healing here?
Max.
It's max healing. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Okay, I will attempt to disable this device that I can see with my magical mini tool.
Okay. The DC is 30.
Oh no! All right, all right. I don't think I've been screwed up bad enough to make the trap go off. I get 27.
Guidance.
Oh wow.
I'm real good at traps, my dude.
You got
That is really good. Give me a second. I'm gonna look up.
you got 3 sets of traps.
If you fail by 4 or less, you have failed, but you can try again. If you fail by 5 or more, something goes wrong. So you're like, fucking thing's moving.
Fucking prick.
This close to it, you're pretty sure that now that you've gotten really close to this thing, how's your appraise?
My appraise is I'm not really that side of the business.
Okay.
I would have a +2 untrained.
All right.
Or +4 untrained.
given that you're coming at it from the trap perspective, some of the sparks could only be happening because some of these blades bear magic.
Oh, the magic. Okay, cool.
Oh.
You might want to harvest the trap after you're done. Is really what.
Yeah. I will try again.
Okay.
But if this doesn't go well, then I'm going to save the rest of my luck for fighting, because I'm assuming the attempt takes like the whole, like a whole luck.
Yep.
Okay, they're too hard. It can't be done.
Okay, do you wanna get people to help you? Maybe.
I don't. Are there other trap guys?
Chimchim has a +3, so no.
I don't want you. No, I don't. I actually don't want you here.
It'll be great. This is fine.
No. We gotta. I'll get you later, you little crow bitch.
0. Okay. No, good luck on it.
Okay,
If you find it's too dangerous to have
Little crow bitch.
No.
You don't know whether the crows heard you or not.
I know who keeps my nest warm. Jing, yeah, right. Gonna end up with my shit taken, eyeballs plucked out.
Oorex is just bitching to himself in some language you don't understand. Icky Macer asks if Oorex is done in there. He pulls with some effort. He pulls the lever down and sets that block down. So what we can surmise is that another group has arrived here. What does not make sense is that they went into the Oracle lair, unless they snuck past us somehow while we were down in the stinking dungeon.
Maybe they're with the Oracle.
Another thing is perhaps Jing has put them somewhere else. Like, for example, our block down there moved us to the Orcs. What if Jing made their block send them somewhere else? It's his temple. Jing's all powerful in his temple. Oh, yeah, great Jing.
An interesting theory. He's looking at you a little bit. When you said, "Oh hell, great Jing," Icky Macer does not like that.
I was like, "Oh hell, great Jing." Oh, yeah, no. All right.
The divine casters. Yeah. Are we making boots, going to library, trying to find trade caravan, or
do we need to get through the dirty, mucky, flooded place down by the Orcs?
if you want to provide salvation to your servants?
Well, they said the Twinkling Caverns, and you can get to it by going down.
She said it was down. The stairs to the place are down. That's down.
But she said there was another way. Maybe the kobolds can help us. I'm sure they bear no resentment at all.
Yeah, I'm certain they don't bear any resentment.
Yeah, no resentment.
There we go.
I'm pretty certain the kobolds.
Each of us here gets a vote.
That will end very quickly. That will turn into each person can vote with their thumb. We're going to just remove the thumbs from the people who don't get votes.
Candidate aim for tonight is no resentment. Sure, they've just forgiven everything, just like the orcs have.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, the tables come back. I wonder if the leadership does too. I'm just gonna do. Although a different spider showed up here.
Not that way. Oh, don't flip me now.
All right, you guys are going to do the kobold area.
We're going to go to the kobold area because there's supposed to be a library in there and rubber boots.
Let's copy these tokens. Kobold Caverns. I'll delete the ones that are there because you don't have your bugbears. All the hit point damage. All right. Back at the Kobold Caverns. You do notice that there have been quite a lot of trails of blood, but the bodies have all been cleaned up. There is not a single kobold there to guard their zone. The signs of your mass combat are all around, but the bodies are gone.
Housekeeping.
They haven't had a chance to fill up their garbage, their garbage barrier.
Oorex uses the term housekeeping to announce our arrival.
Okay, nobody comes running out towards you. You do see that there are signs of like things being dragged this way, as well as things being dragged this way, and things being dragged this way. Like there are clear paths of like bloody corpses being dragged around,
Hey,
and a bunch of little kobold tracks all over the place.
Icky Mesa, you still got a lot of your boom, right?
You're asking me to remember 3 months ago whether or not. Let me check.
Or I'm asking you to make the GM decision of whether the
No, I
GM's
tracked this shit. I didn't zero out his. Icky Macer has a lot of his boom left.
Perfect. If there's any goos or slimes or things,
Burned it with fire. Yes.
yeah. Okay, we're gonna kind of stomp on through with.
Okay, these
Riker.
these the sick and injured bugbears look like they're just gonna sit down at the entrance.
That's fine. If they get murked by kobolds, they have to go explain that to their god in the afterlife, how that happened. Killed by kobold children.
While Utag, who's injured, and Bog are carrying Chimchim, and then the group of you move forward. This door is open. Oorex, you take a quick peek in. It looks like this was once one of the kobold barracks, but has been turned into a morgue of sorts. It looks like the bodies were dragged in here and basically wrapped up and tied.
Okay. Oorex is going to be like...
Just some of the orc bodies. There should be more. And it looks like they're all kind of like tied for... Maybe they did it for dragging.
Okay.
Tied a couple of rope loops around it and make it easier to drag each of them. They're just sort of stacked up in rows.
We're going to use our dancing lights just to make certain that we can see down each of the...
This door is open. This is one of the barracks for the kobolds. There's not much activity in there.
Okay.
No activity in there. I think you've already looted that area. It doesn't look like they've returned. This door is closed. Okay. Listening at the door, you can hear a cacophony of kobold chants, prayers, cries, and wailing.
Yeah, there's some alive. Let's go.
A great amount of sadness is emanating from beyond this door.
It's Castilios. It's the women and children of them. We didn't kill them. We let them all survive.
Oh, it's wrong to do anything.
And then it's clear that a bunch of the smaller corpses were dragged into this area. It looks like when they cleaned up, the kobold corpses were all brought into that chamber.
Yeah,
we should let them be and move on.
The components that you need for your rubber boots are all deeper into this area.
Yeah, but I want to check out what's in here. We just saw the entrance way. We'll get to it. Don't antagonize.
Okay, you had previously pinned this door. They have since unpinned the door.
Yep.
You don't find your pin. You can hear at this door. You've got a pretty good perception check, Oorex, right?
I have a +13 currently.
Yeah, over 10. you can hear this slight echoey slurping noise.
Is there a gap around the door that I can peek through, or
Yeah,
a keyhole, or
so you go down low and you peek through the
I
gap.
don't like that noise
And
terribly
there are
much.
some cut stairs that go down, thankfully, that allows you to see into the room. And look at this, you've got a bird's eye view of what can be described as a feast. It looks like a number of the orc bodies were dragged into the room, put into a pile, and they are covered in slimes, and the slimes are currently dissolving and eating.
Icky Mesa, there is a slime orgy down there that needs to be stopped.
I do not know Fireball. That's what he says.
Well, it's a good time to practice. This is not the. These slimes suck. I can't remember. One of us roll a something check to remember what type of slimes we're dealing with. I remember they burn. That was the thing. They burn real good. I can't remember if they like eat weapons or no. Like if we didn't actually interact with them too much. Is part of the reason why I don't remember. Because I don't. know if
They ended up attacking a lot of the orcs because
Yep.
as they came out, you had orcs in the way.
Yeah. Yep.
You're. Moment. Trying to get to the PDF here. It would be a knowledge dungeoneering.
Knowledge dungeoneering. I don't think we actually know. So I will roll in knowledge dungeoneering. I've rolled a lot of ones today. I have got Ahmed disease.
Better you than me.
These are indeed oozes. A 10 identifies the creature type. They are oozes. And oozes tend to produce acid. You know that the kobolds that were using these oozes, the ooze shepherds, the slime shepherds,
they're the ones that shove the rubber boots
to clean floors and get rid of dirt.
You see them things down there? They're oozes. You basically get you rope ass over here. There we go. Oozes are down there.
I'll summon these other three to come follow us.
Okay. Yeah, they're moving slowly. They're not.
Stay together, or you will be injured. Cannot save you if you're down there.
Stelios will. I think we're going to go for a two-handed weapon, maybe with reach. If nobody can tell me if poking it is bad, I think we're going to go for.
Nils is coming up to take a look. He has done dungeoneerings. I'll give you a take a look.
We don't know what these things eat. Are they eating through the armor of the things, or are they just melting the
15 knowledge dungeoneering.
It looks like everything was slowly being eaten. It doesn't look like very quickly, though, but most of the orc bodies...
Stelios is pulling out the masterwork great axe. This is the...
knowledge dungeoneering 15.
15?
Yeah.
So these... They're called protein jellies.
Yeah. These are protein jellies.
And yes, they have just an acid that will not affect metal or stone.
Yeah, metal and stone should be fine. Slicing,
I look at my spear
piercing.
haft, and I go, that's not metal or stone. And the great axe, there's more metal there, and it's masterwork, and who cares? Do you know how long it took me to find a magic weapon? 25 years.
What kind of damage should we do? Do we know?
We know fire worked well last time.
Yeah, fire seemed to work really well, and there's nothing particularly dastardly about these jellies like some more advanced oozes. They have good senses, though. They're going to be able to
They'll know.
Pinpoint your motion very well.
Okay, so Oorex is going to. Is this door locked currently, or is it?
The door is. It appears to be barred from the other side.
Okay, I will attempt to unbar it.
Okay.
With the disable device.
Yep.
I'm not going to use my little internal song because I've only got 2 of those left. 38.
Okay, the bar comes off, but it's on the other side. There's a bit of a thunk. You're like, oh, damn.
Shit.
You do hear the little yapping of a kobold.
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I've solved the problem here. On his next the next available action is to go over and just make sure the other door doesn't open, and the party could go deal with goo.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
He's an asshole.
I'm gonna roll initiative because there's a.
Where you going? Where are you going?
You got this. You're a big fella. You're a strapping lad. You got this.
Huh? What?
So there's no surprise round because you kind of made some noise.
Yeah.
And all the chatting on the other side of the door too, yelling for bugbears to come and that sort of thing. So
hey, come over here.
Julius rolls twice. You could roll a 19 or a 20 or what do you? Here, I'll just roll the second one.
I roll 17.
Okay, 19. Stelios, you're first.
Hey. Oh, hey.
So the door opens.
Stelios will open the door.
All right, there is glow from these green pools of what may be spawning areas or homes or spaces where the oozes live, dwell, or come from. There's a vast cavern.
Okay.
There are a number of slightly glowing jing blocks.
Nice.
And you don't see around every corner, but there is a single surprised-looking kobold jelly shepherd that looked like he was leaning on his staff, almost napping, as it looks like he might have been supervising the feast. There's one jelly you're pretty sure is all one creature that is of a concerning size. It could eat a horse.
Are we killing them?
We're killing the jellies, and if the kobolds stop us from killing the jellies, they shouldn't do that. Okay, Stelios will basically come, get there and ready an attack with the axe.
Oorex?
Oorex is going to... Adam has the urge to make Oorex, do rogue shit through the room and try to kill that kobold. Oorex is going to go over here and make certain that door doesn't open. So we're going to be busy making certain that door can't open. Oh, no.
All right, so you're
children coming to get us.
A spike in there, or are you just holding on to it?
We'll put a spike in there.
Okay. Give me a disable device check.
Okay. 38.
All right, so we've got a spike.
It's not the big magic trap. The big magic trap is impossible.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
38. You're like, yep, there's no way this door is being opened without the door being, shattered. Bugbears. Oh, we bring you in?
Wait a moment. Let me up. Let me off for a minute.
Okay. One of them puts down the chair. The other one picks you up and stands you upright.
Service.
It's not your turn yet, but just being bugbear handled or elf handled. Wait, when you're manhandled, is it man because it's a man handling you, or because you're a man?
Because you're a man and you were handled.
Yeah, so is it elf handled or bugbear handled? That's the question.
I think you're bugbear handled.
They call bugbear
handled.
Because I bet you manhandle a sheep and you manhandle
right. You're not sheep handling. Okay, so all right. The person doing the handling is the
the first part of the term, I think.
Bugbear handling.
You're bug handled. Zilch.
Smells disgusting.
Where's the little?
Mhm.
Did she get pushed behind somewhere? Or is she on a different map? Did I miss her? Welcome chamber.
That's funny. I keep forgetting that Zilch is a girl. One day she'll be like, "I'm pregnant." I'll be like, "What the?" Oh,
Zilch was checking things out, comes flapping it. Hey, what's going on? And lands on the chair. She was looking in the barrack. She was probably looting for her. The protean jellies do not respond, and they continue to eat and absorb all the organic material that is on and is the orc warriors.
Including their leathers and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Nils.
I've got a bow. I don't remember what bows do to these things, but if I start using my bow, I'm gonna start losing arrows. Okay.
the kobold probably doesn't eat the arrows through its internal digestive tract.
Yeah, we know we're gonna have to kill this bastard. Can I just shoot him from back here?
You can.
All right. What's the distance? 80. The bow I'm using is.
Short or long?
You also have a +1 from above because you're kind of firing from up.
Haha.
Fire area. It's a. Damn it, Chimchim. Get in my way. Staff.
And the little guy is flat-footed.
Okay, this is a Masterwork Composite Longbow. +1 from above. Okay. Nothing else being added. Bull strength.
Manhandle is a nautical
Plus
term
eight,
from the
plus
pirating era, Marty. Just as a,
Cool.
and it means to not use a winch to do something. It's just straight manpower. No winch, no pulleys, just straight up.
26.
Yeah, you set this arrow over the grisly feast. It lands right into the chest of the kobold. He looks very surprised.
Longbow is a D8 +1.
D8 plus whatever the strength mod of the bow is.
Yeah, I'm checking. Strength 18. No,
So
then that's going to
+4.
change. Plus, check my strength. +5, so +4.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. That's right. I got a bow recently.
Yes. Still good. Still good.
5 damage. Hi-yah!
5 damage. Okay, so his holy symbol and his robes absorb some of that. The arrow is sort of sticking out. He's now swooping his staff around. It looks like he wants to attack you. You feel a nudge from Sasha. You'd very much rather get into melee with the shovel.
Wait,
The
is
shovel is so much
Nils
better
or
than the bow.
Chimchim? Who has the
Nils.
Nils? Okay. Because I was looking for the details in the.
Nils is going to be one of the mystery men too.
There might be undead down there, Nils.
Okay, here we go. Sasha +1 dead on Bane. Intelligent item. Oh no.
Give me a will save.
It's as smart as I am.
Give me a will save.
Roy undead. Okay. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Shut up, Sasha. I got this.
Okay, no, you can fight however you want. It wants to know because you don't know what exactly is all down there. But Nils, the thought that there might be undead down there comes to your mind.
There might be undead down there. We should be careful.
The kobold shepherd is going to move forward. He goes up to the big slime and he starts to try to
Slime handle.
do some slime handling. It's slow to move, but it is starting to move forward. Like it's happy with eating granite. We're going in.
Oh wait, I fired once. Don't I have other attacks?
You do.
Yeah, let's do that. So first one was a 9, so +4. Huzzah! 14.
Also hits the flat-footed.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, this kobold has an arrow stuck out of its shoulder now. He's bloodied with that attack.
I don't think I'm going to attack again, but what do you think? 2 shots. One more.
Its AC is 12 flat-footed, so
1d20 minus 1. Oh, huzzah! Oh,
What's that?
that arrow goes clicking off the ground into the cavern.
Gotta go look.
Then injured, he stumbles forward to try to get this large slime to move forward. It looks like it is lurching while still feeding. Granite. I think we'll move forward. Let's see how many spells and shit he has left. He hasn't used many of his fervors or any of his blessings or anything like that. Cool. How long does Sacred Weapon last? 4 rounds per day.
4 rounds. It's rounds per day.
All right. And he is now wielding, after the Orc Chambers, a Masterwork Bardiche. So he is going to make that magical with a swift action. He then is going to move forward. So we got 40 or 30? He moves a 30. One move, and then he'll ready attack. Something comes near. We seem to be moving into this room cautiously. Nicky Macer. Nicky Macer is going to probably cast a spell. He will move forward behind Granite. He will cast as a standard action a Produce Flame, which means that he's got 4 Produce Flames. He will use one of them. And he will attack. Shield spell is gone, but his mage armor is still running. He's going to attack the big slime because he is afraid of that thing.
Good. Smart. For the people.
And our adjusted rules have spell attacks, right? We're going to do
Correct.
bad plus modifier. So
It's currently bad plus primary ability score for your spell.
yeah, spell attack would be Bab 3 charisma plus 6. Plus any feats, although I don't think he has anything that applies here. Nope. All right, the very angry Produce Flame goes flying towards the very large slime. It hits. Yeah, the slimes have really horrible ACs. And does 2d6 plus 14 damage. 25 damage to the big slime.
Ho. Ho, 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 ho.
And you can do this again next round. Awesome. The slime it turns black. It's brackish where it got hit. It probably can't take one more of these things. The bolt went right through the center mass of the slime and burned out the other side. And the slime is kind of baked with this big hole in the center of it, and it doesn't look like it's filling back in. Chimchim.
Chimchim's going to let's see.
And you're over here, and you didn't have your boys baby bird you to the other side. You could have done that. You could have told them drop me off closer to the fight.
Some people are just jealous. It's
Don't
okay.
worry, you'll be chewing food for the elf soon.
That's not a
Hope you
bad
like
idea.
fucking tomatoes.
Chimchim's not going to do anything for now.
Okay, so Chimchim, you just sort of move up and
He's going to prepare to cast a summoning, depending on what happens. Ready a summoning.
so you moved. I don't think you have enough actions to ready a summoning.
Can I start like? Oh, I'd have to. No, like
You need to declare
I'd start an.
something.
Oh, you could 5-foot step and then ready a summoning. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so it would be a fire elemental, small.
Stelios.
Stelios is going to.
The only slime that looks like it's lurching forward is the one that the shepherd commanded. The rest.
Do the slimes look tall or long?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Sometimes they're long, sometimes they're tall.
Oh, they're like peepees in that way. Okay. All right. So
I go away.
They
for a
look like
little
they
bit.
can whip tentacles. This big one does have reach.
Okay.
The other ones do not.
So we are going to move forward.
Yep.
We are going to aim.
Yep.
And we are going to ready a 5-foot step and attack, if that's a thing we can still do.
I don't know if the 5-foot steps are still part of the attacks.
That used to be you could ready the 5-foot step as part of a thingy. I don't know if that still is a thing. That's my question to the universe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, I am readying to attack.
Okay. Oorex.
This thing looks well spiked.
Yep, you can hear the crying and wailing, and there might be some sort of ceremony going on as the mass of the kobolds that are survived are obviously in that zone.
They're lucky. I'm just going to double check. I don't believe Oorex has a high spellcraft check. Oorex does have spellcraft. Oorex is going to roll a spellcraft check to see, is whatever happening enough of a ritual that it would be like, is this just mourning, or are they actually trying to accomplish something with sort of what's going on?
Yep.
That's the thought.
Yep.
That is the question.
The chanting is in Draconic, which is what the kobolds speak.
I do speak Draconic. I get a 16 on my knowledge or my spellcraft check.
There are words as part of the chanting that are like common Draconic words, but then every once in a while there is a word that you're like, was that magic? Like, are they trying to intone something? And it's in a different language, and I'll have to look at.
Imperial Common, Tengu, Goblin, Elvish, Draconic, Giant, Sylvan, Dwarvish, Olympian, Orcish, Abyssal, Infernal, and then I know a little bit of Aklo, but I don't know the language yet.
Okay. Exposed to Aklo. It is Aklo.
Oh, it's a fucking. Oh, that's a fucking. Oh. He turns to he turns to the like Utag. They're a fucking problem.
And the Aklo are like gobbledygook words that are well rehearsed by like every kobold in that chamber.
I am hoping they're just talking to the tongue in the wall, but I don't know for sure. Don't worry. I'm certain that spike will hold.
Right, so Oorex wanders over. Then we've got the bugbears. Utag and Bog are just kind of they want to see, but they're kind of pushing Chimchim a little bit. Oh, what there? What you want us to do?
Well, you have javelins. Move in. Throw those javelins. Prepare to throw your javelins at the slimes.
Okay. This round, they take out their javelins.
Okay.
They don't seem to be very eager.
No, they will not come up.
So that's 60, one move, a second move. Zilch right up against the kobold and is going to try to attack with her tail. Give the kobold a big slap and a poke. Hitting AC 19.
Nice.
The tail slap does, the stinger does D3. Let me check her feats. Yep, she doesn't do any, she doesn't have any dex to damage feats yet. Does 2 damage, which is concerning for the kobold that just had 2 arrows stuck into it. But even more so would be the poison that could make it go asleep.
Get eaten by your own slime pile.
Bloosh.
And he falls asleep.
Does he fall into the slime?
Well, he's just near the food source, that's all. Leaking from some arrow holes. There you go. Hey.
No, don't kill him like this.
Taps her tail happily and will 5-foot step back away from the sleeping kobold.
He has my arrows.
The protein jellies.
Did you not just see that we have an infinite source of wood?
It's metal at the tip that I need.
The D&D arrows. The friggin' bamboo arrows are apparently just as strong as like European style bodkins and things.
I'll fire the
All right, it was ordered
javelins out of my bow.
forward, and then there's nothing there coaxing it further. It then starts to eat this orc warrior again.
The only other thing that I could possibly think of, it did get burned by something, so it might be upset about being burned. I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't sense
It didn't know where it came from.
the fire, and the thing burned so far back. There was a bit of it still burning over here. It moved away from the burning source. And then these protein jellies are all continuing to eat. Let's check to see if this one
Chooses a new target to eat on.
Yeah.
The Festivus.
Let's roll 1. Yep. So it starts climbing up the kobold stick that it has. Like it's used to maybe going into the stick, and it starts climbing up the stick. It doesn't get into the ball at the end. It's like moving its way up the staff that is still in the kobold's hands, and is basically in the kobold square at this point.
I'm guessing that kobold wakes up pretty soon.
Nils?
Let's put an arrow into the. Can I see it? I can 5-foot step. 5-foot step. I can see it. All right.
It's got cover.
This is like being alone in a rhino cage, being like, "Oh, there's a herd of rhinos in here. Don't worry, I'm the shepherd of the rhinos."
I'm gonna fire an arrow into it, or 2, depending on what the first one does.
Yep.
See if it does anything. +1 from above.
Yeah, you are definitely above on the stairs.
Am I within? I am within 30. 27. I hit.
Yeah, you hit the slime center mass. Your arrow does some damage before stopping, and your arrow is basically toast.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Do I have the? I don't. Okay. D8 +4.
+1 for point blank.
I don't think I have point blank.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was checking. Heavy. No, I don't have point blank. I have the dual sword guy, who's not going to engage the creature. 5 damage.
5 damage on the slime.
He's the shoveler.
30.
Okay, so I'm going to call 3 destroyed and 1 to retrieve.
The slime is a big portion of it falls off. It looks like it's ready to just turn into a puddle.
Okay, I'll fire another arrow.
Give up, Slimo.
11?
You end up
Probably,
firing
yeah.
it. Its AC is 11.
It's a fucking cube of jello.
Yep.
12 damage, max damage.
You end up turning it into a pile of like inch-sized Jello cubes. It's all crusty in parts, and it just starts leaking everywhere. The other slimes stop eating for a moment when it touches them a little bit, and it looks like they might be absorbing some of the goo from their larger counterparts, but nothing else in the room at this point in time is trying to get you. The Kobold Jelly Shepherd is sleeping. Granite just maintains his ready to action. Icky Macer flicks his fire at one of the smaller slimes and burns it.
We need Scorching Ray. It's not worth using it. These things will fall quickly. No need to use magic now. Let me save it for later when it's required. Don't dilly-daddle back there. Move closer. You don't want to be left behind. Forget the chair for now.
All right, so you're ordering around your bugbears. I think we're out of combat at this point in time. This Kobold Jelly Shepherd awakens screaming, covered in slime. I'm assuming no one's helping him. He's only got a couple of hit points left, and the slime does more damage than he has. So he eventually is incapacitated and eaten to death by the slime if you don't pull him out. The rest of the small slimes are still eating, although some of them are shifting away as there was a source of heat. And then this medium slime seems to be doing something amongst the remains of the very large slime, like it's rolling around in it.
That is a teenage boy slime.
Let's take it out.
Horrible slime things. All right, we're going to start. Yeah, I think that we're going to let the people with ranged weapons deal with things.
Okay, Icky Macer's got 2 more bolts with the casting, so he ends up killing 2 more of the small slimes with the fire. The fire seems to convince the medium slime to move away from the Kobold Jelly Shepherd, but by that point, the shepherd is dead. You've got a couple rounds of movement, basically, at this point. Icky Macer was flinging.
Okay. Nils is going to focus on killing this one and this one.
Okay. Give me 2 attack rolls, 2 damage rolls.
Okay. Let's see, 1d 20 plus 9. 22.
Yeah.
219. Ooh.
I think with 2 arrows, you can kill one of the medium slimes. And with another 2 arrows, you can kill one of the medium slimes. Icky Macer will cast 1 more spell, and he gouts a massive
4 arrows.
15-foot cone of fire over the slimes that are preoccupied by eating. And between Icky Macer and Nils, with Granite backing you up, that gives everyone else 4 more rounds of actions to explore. Yeah,
Okay.
Oorex, there is
Start looking at nooks and crannies.
a chamber that is a little drier than the slime chamber. You do see that there are several tables where the kobolds might sit.
Okay, Adam thinks he's looking for a room with the library and a dog. but he doesn't know if it's through a block or, and maybe he's insane, right? This might be just Adam's memory doing things.
I remember the same thing. I don't remember where the hell it is.
I thought it was this way somewhere. That's fine. Kate, Oorex is investigating. He thinks he's.
This.
I think Stelios is standing by a Jing block currently. Is that what the gold block is?
Yeah. This Jing block does not have a lever.
Okay, I'm going to give it a poke.
And it's solid.
Okay. Then we're going to sort of.
Zilch also finds that it's solid and ends up following Stelios.
Okay, and we're going to just sort of.
This is a good way to test like alignments and stuff. Hey, how come you can get through that? Like everybody gets pushed against it.
All right. So Oorex, there is graffiti along this southern wall. It looks like this is where the Kobold Shepherds spend a lot of time. There are items and clothing and things in the room. And then there is a space where you see what look like the skeletal remains of a kobold.
Oh.
That look like they've been untouched for some time. He's just sort of slumped against the wall. Some of the bones are a little bit scattered. And then from your sight and a little bit of light, you see the edges of what might be bookshelves or furniture in the next room.
Oorex has, I think, 3 acid splashes per day. He's going to use one on that skeleton because people were talking about undead down here.
Here comes Sasha.
We are just fuck you skeletons. So we're gonna get.
Yeah, you rolled a 20, so for this area or maybe the day, you can act.
But you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to avoid this wall just in case a tongue comes out, because we're aware of that being one of the kobold tricks.
Yeah.
And
give me a second here as I'm trying to find the kobold. Scrolling the PDF.
I'm gonna create a shadow shovel and dual wield them. Good times. Call me the shoveler.
Exactly. This is the thing. It's
okay. There are like things you may want to look through later along the tables. There might be some value here. The graffiti along the wall actually says something about bad doggy.
Yeah, see, we're not going to go too past the bad doggy line because.
And at this point in time, exactly in that square, there is the sound of loud dog barking, and it's the type of dog that would be a dog of concern. Yeah, like a guard dog or a German Shepherd, or there's a significant dog that is barking. The barking seems to be coming from very close to where the kobold remains are.
Okay. With the barking, can I readjust the idea of just throwing an acid ball in there, seeing if I can get it to fed?
Well, yeah, you would approach to go throw the acid ball, and you're like, and then this thing just started barking.
Well, we're gonna just.
You don't see anything. You give me a perception check.
I will give you a perception check. And is this a trap?
Nope.
I will roll, and you just do what you do.
Actually, you could add trap to it.
22 or 25, because I have a sense of what might be going on here.
It's not moving. Yeah, you're having there's something there that's making noise, but you don't pinpoint exactly where.
Can I roll a spellcraft if that would be applicable? Sure. Or can I roll a spellcraft and you tell me if I know anything?
Yeah.
That's the right way to do this. Yeah, because I got a sneaky suspicion of. I don't think I even get that spell level. Never mind. 17.
No, this sounds horrible. The growling and barking. You back away, hoping
I
that
run away and hide from the
okay,
dog.
so you're running away. You guys hear barking. The bugbears have all moved Chimchim's chair and everything down this way, and these guys have Stelios has tried against this Jing block. Both Jing blocks neither have levers, nor does your hand pass through them. You've already encountered one Jing block that has been phased in a way.
Yep.
So Oorex comes running out. The bugbears are all hanging back, clutching their weapons. Chimchim, you're sitting in your chair, and there's a bad dog is coming.
We'll go on the other side of this.
Stelios is flying out. Stelios is moving.
Back.
Icky Mesa comes behind the bugbears. Nils and Granite move ahead to go intercede. And while you hear the dog barking, it might be on a leash because it's not getting any closer.
Okay, Nil.
Something that angry would have. Oh, and the barking stopped.
Stelios is going to switch back to shield and spear.
Okay.
Is it perhaps something like the sound that we heard earlier? You know, with the war next to the blades that spin. Was it something like that? Maybe they're just scared of their own shadows.
Grande. Like Stelios is waving Granite over.
Yeah, Granite's going to follow.
Nils comes along.
Yeah, the barking begins again when you get to about that point, Stelios.
Yeah. Wait, Helios, wait.
I am Stelios, not Helios. Helios is a god.
Oh, I've got a little thing in my tongue. Don't worry about it, Helios. Helios. How far can I shoot water? With a great water.
Great water doesn't actually shoot water.
Like the next square, like next to you.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, you might be able to spray someone like 10 feet away by angling it, but you're not like drowning.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's like, ha! And he's going over it.
You with your many hundreds of years of life have figured out that you could
mage water fights work.
Yeah.
So
So you spray some water, you end up getting Stelios a little bit wet. You don't know what the wizard's doing.
We can find where he is. I'm behind you. Go forth. The water of nature.
Okay, so he's spraying water.
Okay.
In a spray.
Stelios is going to...
You're wet. By this point in time, Stelios, there's something that's trying to bite you. You don't know where it is, but you hear the barking getting louder.
I don't use Dex for fighting.
Yeah, and something...
Is water happening, landing on anything or not?
Has just tried to bite you.
Okay.
AC 12, though?
No, but I know where I got bit from, or bit at from.
You know where you got bit from. Chimchim, yeah, I'm just going to go you guys it. So, Chimchim, you're spraying now the area where you think the bite came from. You, Nils, Granite can get perception checks if you want. Stelios as well.
Yeah.
Do reactive perception checks.
Okay. Stelios with a mighty perception of 10. I'm pretty certain it tried to bite me.
Yep, something in friendly tried to bite you.
Give me a sec. Getting the other one. 9 and 14. Okay. Now it's Nils. Here we go. And Chimchim. So Nils is 22.
22?
Yeah.
Yeah, there must be something there by the way that Steelers is acting and the barking, but you don't know.
The water
Zero to-
didn't add.